All right, so this is the Fairy Tale Tarot deck by Lisa Hunt. Such a fun deck if you guys have never seen it before. And we're going to pull a card. I usually pull a card beforehand, but I have been so tired the last couple of days. So tired. Stupidly tired. So I've been doing like everything I need to do in stints and then resting for a while. Trading in some spoons, if you're familiar with the spoon theory. If you have a chronic illness, you know what the spoon theory is. If you don't, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But I've definitely been trading spoons the last couple of days. So it's fine. It's the turn of the wheel, the change of the seasons. Not even the turn of the wheel. We already hit that. But it's the change of the seasons, daylight savings coming. Sometimes gets me a little bit. All right. I pulled our card. Oh, Lord. We're going to have fun with this one. Okay. The Three of Pentacles. Let's get it found. Okay. Sorry. This is why I do this beforehand, because it's boring. Okay. I'm almost there. Sorry, guys. Here we go. The Three of Pentacles. So this is Fairy Tale Tarot for the full moon. So what we are asking from this reading or from this story is just how many, or what do, not how many, what do we need to know for the full moon? So we're going to read the story, and then we'll talk about what it means for us for the full moon cycle. I love it when you guys contribute. So if there's anything you want to share, do so in the chat room. I'm definitely keeping an eye out. So, all right. The story is The Three Little Pigs. The culture is European. The keywords are creativity and planning. I'm going to show you the card for you guys that are in the live stream. It is a little pig, as you can imagine. There are some sticks. There are some bricks. There is a castle far, far away. There are trees with apples, it looks like, hanging down from them. Of course, there's a little pig dressed in some kind of apron or overalls. Looks like there are some bricklayers equipment there. That's what our card looks like. So we'll read the story and then we'll talk about what it means for all of us. Okay. Once upon a time, a sow sent her 3 grown offspring out into the world. The first pig came upon a man who was carrying a bundle of straw. "May I have some straw to build a house with?" asked the pig. The man obliged, and soon the pig built a lovely straw house. As he was settling in, there was a knock at the door. Little pig, let me in," growled a wolf. "No, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin," retorted the pig. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." He took a big gulp of air and blew so as hard as he could, until the walls and roof unraveled into a big heap of hay. He found the pig in the debris and ate him up. Ooh, a little different than the childhood version. The second pig came upon a man who was carrying a bundle of wood. "May I have some wood to build a house with?" asked the pig. The man obliged, and soon the pig built a sturdy-looking wood house. As he was settling in, the wolf came along. Little pig, let me in," growled the wolf. "No, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin," retorted the pig, as pigs will. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," howled the wolf. With cheeks puffed out, he blew as hard as he could, splintering the house into pieces. The second pig barely recovered his wits before the wolf swallowed him up. Good Lord. How big is this wolf? Because, I mean, just eating a pig in one sitting? I don't know. Now, the third pig was a shrewd chap, and when he saw a man with bricks, he quickly bargained for their possession. He built his house with meticulous care, cementing the bricks one by one until the structure was complete. The wolf happened along, and since he wasn't the brightest fellow, he eyed the brick wall as something he could easily destroy. The wolf wasn't the brightest fellow. Okay. All right. So we have this big idiot wolf. The pig was reading when he heard a knock on the door. Of course, this pig was reading, right? Because he's the smart one. That's funny. Little pig, let me in, demanded the wolf. No, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin, retorted the pig, as pigs would. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in, shouted the wolf. He took a deep breath, and he blew as hard as he could. But the house didn't budge. He blew again and again until he coughed and sputtered and collapsed to the ground. Because remember, the wolf isn't very smart. The wolf was angry, but he came up with a devious plan on the spot. Hey, little pig, I know where we can pick lots of turnips. Meet me tomorrow at 6 o'clock and we'll meander over to the field together. But the pig saw right through the wolf's diabolical plan. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that my pigs would go right along with this. If there was food involved, as long as it's not cabbage or green peppers, they'd be on the dead run. This would probably work with them. Okay. This pig saw right through the diabolical plan and got up at 5 o'clock instead. When the wolf appeared at his door, the pig told him not to bother because he had already picked what he needed. The infuriated wolf was not to be discouraged. Hey, little pig, I know where we can pick lots of apples. Oh. See, this would be the downfall of my pigs. They'd be wolf fodder for sure. Meet me tomorrow at 6 o'clock, said the sly wolf. So is the wolf stupid or not stupid in this story? A little bit of both? But the pig was already up in the tree by the time the wolf arrived. The wolf stood under the tree, waiting for the pig to climb down into his mouth. But instead, the pig offered him an apple and threw it as far as he could. The wolf's instincts beckoned him to chase. Okay, so yes, I've answered my own question. Indeed. He is stupid. All right. The wolf's instincts beckoned him to chase, and soon he was out of sight. The pig quickly climbed down and returned to his house. By this time, the wolf was exasperated. Hey, little pig, let's go to the fair. I'll meet you there at 3 o'clock. Okay, are there funnel cakes at the fair? Because I'll let the wolf eat me at this point. Okay, said the frustrated wolf, but again the clever pig ventured off early and bought himself a butter churn. As he was walking home, he saw the wolf just beyond the hill. In fear, the pig jumped into his butter churn, but it fell over and tumbled down the hill towards the unsuspecting wolf. The wolf turned around to see something barreling toward him and ran as fast as he could all the way home. The pig just kept rolling until the churn rolled up to the door of his brick house. How fortuitous. When the wolf, feeling hungry and desperate, returned to the pig's house, he told the pig all about what he had experienced on the hill. Do you know what that object may have been? Asked the wolf. Yes, said the little pig. It was me. Now the wolf was fuming, and he gnashed his teeth until he could gnash them no more. I am going to climb down your chimney and get you. You will not trick me, snarled the wolf. Seems like a good idea, to let him know how you're going to attack him. The pig calmly hung a pot over the fire and watched the water boil. When the wolf made it down the chimney, he jumped right into the bubbling liquid. The pig covered the pot and had wolf stew that evening. Never again did a wolf bother the pig who lived in the brick house. Okay, but there's a lot of fur in there. I mean, doesn't that gross anyone else out? Okay, whatever. Fur stew. It's a no from me. All right, symbols and meaning, talking about the card. The pig wears a blue apron, associated with focused labors. Now you know. He carries bricks, materials of his unmanifest. Oh, he carries bricks. The bricks are the materials of his unmanifested dreams. The path is covered with pebbles, providing a clear passage towards goals. The ladder provides a conduit to the different levels of the psyche. Okay. A curious bird perches itself on the bricks, suggesting the earthy nature of the task at hand. The roots of the trees are exposed, revealing aspects of the unconscious. The apples represent deceit. The wolf in the background is the shadow, the devouring trickster of the earth. In the background, debris from the destroyed homes lingers in the subconscious. That's what the all of the images on the card is supposed to mean. That's pretty deep. Okay, here's what the author says. Utilize your creative skills to implement a plan. There may be a project you've wanted to do for a while. Now is the time to indulge in your creative impulses and manifest dreams into reality. This can encompass all manner of projects requiring focus, attention, and productivity. Okay, so let's talk about it. How does this apply to us for the next little bit? Well, for me, the way I'm seeing it is to be calculated and smart about how you do things here in the next couple of weeks. The full moon cycle is a good time to wrap things up and end things, but you can also start new things. There's a lot of energy, just good energy in the full moon. But I'm looking at it thinking, I think whatever we do here in this next cycle, we need to be very meticulous, not procrastinate, plan things really well, and be really sure of what we want to do. I think there's a good warning here too about false friends or people, because the wolf was kind of like friendly, but he's also going to eat you, come and hang out, but I'm actually going to devour you. Hey, this crazy thing happened to me on the hill. Any thoughts what that might have been? Like, why was he so friendly to the pig? But then again, he was trying to be friendly with him to, you know, create an energy of trust there that he could then violate. It's a good warning for all of us to be aware of false friends, to be aware of maybe, for lack of a better word, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Just be aware of your surroundings this next couple of weeks. And again, whatever projects you're working on, be meticulous, be smart, don't cut corners, don't half ass anything. Be really concise about what you're working on and do it right the first time. This just isn't the time to do things in a way that you're not going to be proud of later or that won't be usable for you later. So that's what comes up for me.